Hi everyone, I am Ketra. We are going to do a collective reading for Cancer. So since this is Cancer season, happy birthday to our Cancers out there. These messages, again, they're a collective reading, so they're geared towards the sober souls, those on the path to recovery, those healing from past traumas, addictions, or self-sabotaging behavior. And we can take a look at that a little bit through the reading. I do have some notes about your astrology, your light traits, your shadow traits, some of the traits that kind of may have navigated you to addictive behaviors or self-sabotaging behaviors. But today we're going to use some oracle cards and some tarot to just get a message from the divine on where you're at this week or this coming week. So we're going to use Spirit of the Animal Oracle. And as always, these are collective readings. These messages may not resonate with you, and if they don't, that's okay. But if you feel like the message may resonate for somebody you know, please feel free to share my video. As always, thank you to all of my viewers and especially my subscribers. Thank you to each and every one of you. Let's go ahead and get a message from our guides. It is Owl Magic. Wow. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Absolutely. And this aligns with Cancer so much because you're nurturing, intuitive, protective. You have deep emotions, which is good and it can be bad. It just depends on how you're looking at your situation. But man, this is spot on for Cancer. It is your birthright. We're all intuitive, but Cancer sign is very intuitive because you're so deeply emotionally connected. So I love that message for you. Next, we're going to get a message from Oracle of the Unicorns. Again, beautiful oracle cards, beautiful illustrations. Love to start my day with oracle cards and meditation. Highly suggest getting an oracle deck for yourself. I do have links in the description of some of my decks, most of my decks, not all of them, but a lot of the common ones that I use. So feel free to click that link. And as always, again, I do one-on-one readings. So if you would like a one-on-one reading, just email me and we'll go from there. Your next message is magic. So you have two cards talking about the magic that's within you. Magic, make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. And I just think that's so beautiful. You're going to have to look at that card for a minute because it's just so beautiful. And again, it's your season right now. You are magical. Your magical powers are very strong right now. And I know you can feel it because I could feel it. So we're going to get a message from the Wilder Ones just to set the tone for the reading. We'll do a Celtic Cross today for you guys and see where you're at and go from there. A prayer is answered. I believe in miracles and witness them often. So again, that prayer and meditation as we're on our spiritual path to recovery is so important. There's so many little miracles that we're gifted with as we're on this path of recovery. Again, whether it's from addictions, past behaviors, traumas, if you've gotten yourself out of situations that no longer serve you, your prayers are being answered. You're magical and you're getting a gift this month. And that makes sense because it's your season. It's your time for your birthday. So that's amazing. So again, if I haven't said it already, happy birthday or happy belated birthday. So let's take a look collectively at the energy for Cancer. Where are they at? Okay. So this is the Nine of Swords. So some of you may need to make a change in the way that you're thinking. This is typically a card of being stuck in your thoughts and not realizing all you need to do is pray and make a wish. Get those repetitive thoughts out of your head because that's literally what this is. It's those repetitive thoughts, those nightmares that go over and over and over. So you could you could use your astrology in your favor. Use your deep emotional intelligence to recognize when you're absorbing others' pain. Channel that nurturing energy inward. And I just think that applies so much right now. If this is your energy right now, if you're kind of like, this is kind of like saying living a nightmare. So let's get some clarification on the nightmare. We're going to do the Celtic Cross, but I want to clarify the nightmare. I want to clarify those thoughts. And then I'm going to probably touch on the spiritual path to recovery steps. So if I'm clarifying the 9 of Swords with the 6 of Cups, I think what this is Spirit calling for you to nurture yourself, nurture that inner child. Especially, again, you're magical. So go inward with those emotions and might have to do a little bit of work to figure out where it's coming from. So let's take a look at where it might be coming from. So that's not going to be your challenge card. That's going to be what I just clarified. So let's take a look at what challenges Cancer is facing right now. What's the challenge? 5 of Wands. So it feels like you have too much going on right now. It feels like there's a lot going on in your life right now. And it does, again, it makes sense because we're coming into your season. Sometimes you have a lot of planning and things going on with celebrations and things like that. But that's not what it feels like. It feels like the situation is a little bit chaotic. So we're going to clarify the situation. What chaotic situation are they in? So you have the Moon card. And if you're in your thoughts, then you're in that I can't kind of feeling. And the Moon card is really asking you to let go of the illusions. It could be the illusions of your past. It could be the illusions of a situation that you're in right now. It could be a decision that you're having to make. So the 2 of Swords is when you're being called to make a decision. And so you're wanting clarity because that's deep emotions. You guys have deep emotions with Cancer, but where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? So just seek that clarity. So you're going to have to, it's again, I'm hearing you're being asked to go within. You're being asked to tap into your intuitive ways and listen to your intuition. So let's take a look at what's coming up from your past that could be influencing that 9 of Swords energy. So it is, you're seeking that mental clarity. You're seeking that divine guidance right now. And it feels like you're not possibly paying attention to it. Yeah. So again, it's another card where you're just feeling kind of stuck. The 8 of Swords is when you need to realize that past situations that you were in, that is what's bringing you to this right now. You're being literally called. I would be shocked if the Judgment card doesn't come up for you in this reading. You're literally being called to look past the past and continue moving forward. So we're going to take a look at your future. Show me future for Cancer right now. So you're being called, especially when you're on that spiritual path of recovery, you're being called to get help from others, to be able to continue on your path right now for this week. And again, it probably feels a little heavier this week because you're moving pretty deep into your Cancer season. And I just feel like I'm out of breath, like my emotions are kind of like running really fast right now. And so when we're on that path to recovery from addictions, alcohol, substances, bad relationships, or ways that we allowed ourselves to be treated, we need to get help. If you get help, I feel like things will slow down a little bit for you, and you'll be able to find that balance. So where are the goals for Cancer right now? Where are their goals? So your goals, 4 of Cups, that is to realize that you may have tried this before. You may have tried the path to spiritual recovery. You may have tried the path to sobriety, or you may have tried to get out of relationships before and it didn't work. So what Spirit is literally calling you to do right now is to accept the gift from the divine, accept the nudge to keep going on your journey. And your subconscious is offering you a gift. It's a spark. It's that, what is that is sparking you right now? What is that seed that you want to plant moving forward. And if it's that these readings are geared to those on the spiritual path of recovery, it is not to give up, to lean into the divine, to know that you're on your way, even though it feels like you're kind of a little bit stuck in thoughts. But again, I think it's has a lot to do with your astrology this month. And so if we look at card number 7, which is advice for the situation. So this is advice from your guides, your higher self. So King of Cups, he is emotionally balanced. He is strong-willed, conscious, and kind above all. So what Spirit is asking you to do right now is to be kind and loving and abundantly nurturing to yourself right now. External influences for Cancer right now. External influences for Cancer right now. 5 of Wands. No, 5 of Swords. Sorry. 5 of Swords. So again, I do feel like there's a little bit of chaotic energy for you right now. And so you're being asked, who are you in the card? Are you walking away from a situation that has been causing you chaos? Or are you kind of like staying in it? So we'll clarify this one. So the Magician, you know what to do. You have the tools to use. Again, very intuitive, the Cancer collective is. And so you're being called as above, so below, to use the tools that you have literally been gifted to figure out how to get yourself out of this situation that's coming up for you this week. And so hopes and fears for this week. Hopes and fears for this week on their spiritual path to recovery. This card has come up every single reading that I've done. It is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is literally telling you you're going to be able to break through and have that mental clarity. You're going to be able to become curious about what the next step is. So what's the next step for Cancer? Divide your time. Mindfully divide your time. Recognize where you're putting your energy right now, especially again, Cancer season. Where are you putting your energy right now? Where's that emotional balance? And let's take a look at our outcome. Your outcome is the Hermit. And so your outcome tells me that through the spiritual path to recovery and sobriety, you have learned a lot. And so what you're being called to do right now is to take the tools that the Magician literally has, use those to continue yourself on your path. Queen of Cups. So I'm using this as a clarifying card for the Hermit. So you're literally being asked to use the wisdom you've gained while on your spiritual path to get that emotional balance, to just be kind and loving and abundant to yourself. That's literally what Spirit wants you to do this week, is just continue to move forward with that clarity that you're seeking on your spiritual path. So I think we're going to get a couple of messages from the Spirit Animal Oracle cards, which I love so much. And again, happy early birthday or happy belated birthday. What do we have? We have Scrab Beetle Spirit. Magic works through you. That's your 3rd card referencing the magic that you are. Seahorse Spirit. Watch and wait. Absolutely. Continue the progress that you're on. Continue on your spiritual path to spiritual healing and sobriety. Continue on. And we're going to get one more message for you guys before I let you go. What else do we want them to know? What else should they know for this week? What else should Cancer know for this week? Thank you. Fiery beginnings. You're on the brink of a real breakthrough. Follow your heart and live your passion. Absolutely. Just like the Queen of Cups and just like the King of Cups. Follow your heart and live your passion. Last one, the Sun. The sun is coming to shine its light to what's been kept hidden to reveal the truth. Fantastic. Because again, let's get that shadow work done. Let's move towards the light while we're on our path to spiritual sobriety. I love this for you. It does feel a little bit heavy, like my heart feels a little bit heavy for you guys, but remember, you literally have the King and Queen of Cups in, like, let's say your future row. So just tap into that divine and masculine energy and find that emotional balance this week and go forward from there. So as always, I really do enjoy doing these readings for you guys. Again, if you need any extra help or just want to reach out, leave a comment or email me. Until the next video, have a great rest of your day.